I have the Antec Prizm or Prizm fans, and these are like a one sort of solution. So I've got two things on the desk here. So I've got a normal radiator. This is a 360, and then I've got a fan with a two fans at 120mm with a radiator included. And obviously people that do AIO cooling or putting fans onto cases know the problems of putting so many screws into one, which this is kind of a one-man solution. But yes, so this is the radiator, which is a 240, and then you've got a 360, but I haven't got a 360 version of that. I don't even know if Antec even make a 360, but it's nice to see Antec actually making different products now and getting on board with other people and making some competition, not just like being in the background. Anyway, this looks like a radiator itself. The quality of it feels really nice. Normally I'm going to just do reviews like this at the moment because I want real world results rather than me just going ahead, testing it and all that sort of stuff, come back and talk to you about it. I would rather just take out the box and then plug it into a computer, see how loud it is, see about the RGBs. The RGBs is the other selling point to make it look aesthetically pleasing. You can literally connect this up to motherboard and sync it, so you've got addressable RGBs, which is ARGB. And then you can actually connect it without an addressable motherboard, which we've got right there with that computer case. But the whole point about it is that it fits. It does look pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. It does look really nice. So that's what it would look like if they made a 360 version with an extra fan. You could just have maybe 4 screws still, and that would be a good solution. Some of it feels plastic, like the RGB bits on it. It's got the Antec logo there that glows up there, and one there as well. So one's upside down, one's the right way around, so you can turn it and it'll kind of match depending on which way you put it in the motherboard. I think it's quite nice. I do actually feel it's quite nice. The blade's quite nice. We're going to be checking the sound anyway. So what I'm going to do is just get it out of the box right now and tell you what you get with it. So this is a 5-volt connector on the back for your RGBs and stuff. You've got a mode button. You've got, what button is that? LED speed, so you can speed it up and that. A SATA power connector right there, and another connector for LED control and power LEDs on this controller here, and 5 PWM connectors there as well. And then they also include 4 of your like plastic warping screws, so you put it in and it kind of just locks into the plastic. You've got what's this, a 5-volt? Yeah, 5-volt cable, and I think that looks to be, if I'm right, so this one looks like it's for the gigabyte version, which has got 3 pins. And then you've got your normal MSI, ASRock, Asus, what else is there? I think that's the main ones that I can remember. Gigabyte, Asus, MSI, Gigabyte, Asus, ASRock. I think that is it. So what we'll do, we'll plug this cable here to give this power. And then to get addressable RGBs, so you've got the same like fans and LEDs or whatever you got connected into the case. You use that 5-volt cable to connect into the motherboard so you can sync everything up. And then you've got PWM connector there as well. But you can also connect this into here. So let's put it into one, and PW connector into here. And that's your little solution. And obviously a SATA power connector to give it power as well. But the cable's flat ribboned as well, so it's nice to hide away. And it's a decent length. It's probably about 35 centimeters. It's just long enough. Now, specifications of this is, what's it saying? So rotations per minute, 500, 1000 and 1800 consistently. Airflow, CFM is 21.7, 43.53 and 77.2. So it was with 500, 1000 and 1800. Those are the sort of airflow you'll get. Fan noise, so 500 would be 15.6 and 1000 18.1 and 32.9 max decibels for 1800. Lifespan, 45,000 hours. Right, that's quite a long time, so that's pretty cool. And you already know about the LEDs, so I already told you all about that. So what we need to do is just connect it up and see how bright the RGBs are. Oh yeah, on the back of the fans as well. It's got foam pads as well to make it very nice. Look at that. That looks cool. Now this is a different company that I've got as a radiator, and it fits perfectly with the holes. They line up really well. So that's pretty nice. And it does look pretty beastly to go rest with your computer. But anyway, let's get the RGB going and let's see what we get here. I'm not using an RGB motherboard. I'm going to be using a non one just to see what it looks like. I've already connected it up, so it should be pretty simple and self-explanatory to put it on there. So I've got one flat ribbon cable going straight into the 240mm Antec Prizm fan, and then that connector with a 5V is going into the box there, and I've got 4 left for 5V of connecting other RGB or addressable RGB cables or devices. PWM, I've got 4 more fans there, and then I've obviously plugged this one in. So this is a one-man solution because it's like one cable that just makes both fans run. So that's pretty awesome. Now I'm just going to use a SATA power connector and just turn this on. Oh, that is pushing some air. That's cool. But it's meant to have these lovely ball bearings. As you can hear, this one sounds lovely. It's definitely pushing a lot of air for 120. Whoa, nearly got my fingers taken off. But anyway, let's see what's going on here. What is it scraping against? So I'm doing my little science experiment as I'm having a look at this. But I can't see what it's touching. It's what it would feel like for a radiator. And it's still pushing air right through the radiator. Nice. Well, I need some proof to show you that it's still plugging through. Right, so what I'm going to do is, I've got a piece of paper here. So not me trying to do any camera tricks or anything like that. I just want to prove the point to you. So I'm going to leave that paper right there, and I'm going to turn it on. And it blows straight away. So that's how powerful it is. So I'm going to turn this off quickly again. If I look at that, that is superb. Right, let me hold it there. Look at that. Right, I'm going to turn it off, and now I'm going to put it towards me now, see how much air it can push through. So if I hold it here, let's have a look. 3, 2, 1. That is mad. That is crazy. Right, okay. Right, hang on. Right, I know what the problem is with this fan. It's bouncing around. So I don't know what that is. I could probably fix that, but I'm not going to fix that now. Because normally they go plonk, and you can plonk these off, but I'll find that through Antec first. But yes, I've got a warp-in problem here. So if you want to look on the camera quickly. Right, so on this fan, this is the good one. And you can see there's no warping, it's just completely laying flat. This one, it's wobbling. And that's where I'm getting that noise. And if you listen quickly. In fact, that's weird, because I'm not getting the noise from... Okay, this is weird. I'm getting, on this fan is the one that's a bit wobbly, but it's running nice and flat at the moment. This one is running, this one is flat, but yet I'm getting this noise. So I'll have to look at that. But anyway, we'll talk to Antec about that and see what they say about it. But here's more RGBs. It's so cold. I needed this on it was hot last week. I didn't think it was going to be this powerful, but it is. Nice. Looks pretty damn cool. At the moment, I've got it on quite a fast speed, so you can have solid colours. The red looks really strong. I'm not getting that. Ah, Okay, that's near enough solved the problem. This looks cool, I like this. Right, so we've got normal kind of red. We've got lights, loads of lights on this at the moment. But look how strong that red is. That is a nice strong red for the Antec logo. And that side as well. Let me change for the modes. Oh. I'm happy. Right, that's the end of that. So there's your little show of the RGB on there, which is pretty cool for something that you can put as addressable as well, and it can connect to any motherboards. The fans are decent, other than I need to just figure out and maybe speak to Antec what that noise would be, and maybe it might be just my sample that's doing that. But other than that, I think looking at it, aesthetically pleasing, the quality would be I would give it probably an 8 out of 10 at the moment until I get that fan rectified, but it feels, it's pushing some air. It really is. It feels like a 16-inch fan that's like on its medium setting. That's how powerful it is. So decent. For all you people that do like overclocking and have all your computer components outside with a fan, like old school style, then yeah, you all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's the end of the review of the Antec Prizm. Like and subscribe, share, follow me on all social media platforms. Stay tuned for more Antec products because I do like what they're doing at the moment. I think it's pretty cool. And I like to see more, especially with a build with this, maybe more of these in a case, and then see how much air we can test and like benchmark with overclocking and see like normal fans in a case, or like going up against like notchers and black noise, those sort of fans that are the best in the world. And putting these fans against it and seeing how much difference it is in decibel noise and obviously cooling, that'd be cool. Stay tuned for that. If you want to see it, comment down below, and I'll see you next one. Thanks for watching. Roger and out.